Madam Starter, the race is in your hands.
Hi, I'm Tyler Gerke, and I'm a runner, and this is me. I'm not your usual typical success running story, but more of one of determination and perseverance. I haven't always been a runner. In fact, I did everything except for running. I began running in the 8th grade during track season, and I quickly fell in love with the sport, with its competitiveness. Before I knew it, I was obsessed. Then the first year of high school football and basketball seasons came and went. My freshman year was me trying to find out my place. Was it pole vault, the 400, 800? As a JV runner, our relays had success in winning conference. My coach suggested after track season I did cross country the following year over football because he believed I could run at the next level. My first meet, I suffered my way to a 20:43 3-mile, but I was instantly in love and hooked on the sport. I finished my sophomore year with a PR of 17:38, quite the difference from where I started. My first glimpse of success didn't come till my sophomore year track season. In indoor, I ran a 5 flat mile, .02, which at the time was a 27-second PR. In outdoor, I actually ran a new PR in the 800 of 2:16.84. My first ever individual win was only at a fresh soft 2-mile. It was my first ever 2-mile, and I actually waited till the last 800, then kicked away from the leader with a finishing time of 11:22. At JV conference, I also won the mile. Our relay in the 4x8 and 4x4 took first as well. Then my junior season, cross-country season, started off hot, nearly breaking my PR in the first meet. I rounded out my regular season with a PR of 17:12 and got ready for track season. Coming off a rough ending to a cross-country season, I had high hopes for the track season. I struggled all season with my mental strength, however, I still managed to run new PRs in the mile and the 2-mile, and also run at indoor state and place 7th in the 4x8. My PR was a 10:11 at county, and my mile PR with a big breakthrough was a 4:48 at sectionals, while trying to overcome not being in the fastest heat. Coming into senior year, I knew it was my last chance. I beat my PR in the very first meet, and then 1 week later, I ran a 16:43, setting a new PR. I was on a downward spiral from there until I ran with consistency again, running on average a 16:55, even though I was dealing with an IT band strain at the time. At state, I only ran a 16:30, which was painful because I had been training with hopes of running 15:30 and felt in shape to do it all year long. Mentally, I was weak and couldn't overcome the wall. Finally, track season picked up where I left off in cross country. Disappointing. I was struggling to break 4:49 in a mile. At indoor state, I did manage to split a 2:02 in my 4x8 relay, and 2 years in a row, we took 7th place. It was finally a bright spot in a long and slow indoor season. In outdoor, I struggled every mile race to overcome the pressure and mental block I'd have during races. Unfortunately, my season came to an early end. Then I fell in love with Grand Canyon University. I went to study biomedical engineering to be on the running club to try to be a walk-on. Then I ran a marathon, strengthened my mentality, told myself I could rather than I couldn't, and I found a whole new level in my ability. And as for being a walk-on, my story has yet to be written. Enjoy my journey to become my dreams.